They locked my child in a dark room. My father lost his empire the same night, and I slapped my stepmother. The first time my daughter called him daddy, he told her she was wrong. That was the moment I knew my life was about to change again. I'm not giving you the magazine version, the one with polished headlines and staged photos. I'm giving you the truth. It started in a roadside diner. Lily was 4, old enough to notice the tension in a room, old enough to ask why Grandpa didn't smile at us anymore. We left the city for a few days because my father's house had become unbearable. His company was failing. His new wife blamed me. Her daughter treated my child like something that had stained the carpet. I was exhausted. Lily was dipping fries into ketchup when the bell above the diner door rang, and he walked in, tall, familiar, a worn leather jacket and the same steady eyes I had memorized 4 years earlier. He didn't see us. Lily did. She slid out of the booth and ran straight to him. Daddy. The entire diner went quiet. He froze, looked down at her small arms wrapped around his leg. I think you've got the wrong guy, sweetheart, he said gently. My heart pounded. It's not wrong, I said. He looked up, and everything shifted. 4 years earlier, I was 21 and still believed powerful men could protect their families. My father ran a logistics empire. Power brought enemies. At a charity gala, I found that out the hard way. 2 men cornered me in a hallway. They weren't there to flirt. There was a gun, and then there was him. He stepped between us, moved like someone trained for danger. Run, he told me. I did. When it was over, he was gone. No name, no explanation. 2 months later, he found me again. You shouldn't walk alone, he said. Coffee turned into conversations. Conversations turned into something real. He never talked about himself. He listened. For one night, I felt chosen instead of overlooked. By morning, he disappeared. Weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. I never told my father who the father was. He would have destroyed him just to prove he could. So I endured it alone. My stepmother called me reckless. Her daughter called my baby a mistake. My father called it a disappointment. But when Lily was born, none of that mattered. She had his eyes. For 4 years, I tried to hold our house together while it fell apart. My father made reckless decisions. I offered solutions. He told me to stay in my place. Then came the day everything broke. Lily accidentally knocked over my stepsister's perfume. There was shouting. I ran downstairs to find her gripping my daughter's arm. Don't touch her, I said. She's a brat, my stepsister snapped. My father walked in, looked at the shattered bottle, and told me to control my child. My stepmother insulted me. I slapped her. Silence. My father dragged me into his study and locked the door. Lily screamed. They locked my 4-year-old in a storage room. I begged, promised to leave, promised to disappear. No one opened the door. Then I heard a crash. Shouting. A different voice. Calm, controlled. The study door shattered. He stood there. Where is she? He didn't wait for directions. By the time I reached the hall, he'd broken open the storage room. Lily ran into my arms. My father demanded to know who he was. Security guards rushed in, then stopped when they saw him. Recognition crossed my father's face. That was the first time I heard his full name. Adrian Zhao. Not a truck driver. An heir to an empire larger than ours. You locked a child in a storage room, he said quietly. Then he handed my father his phone. Hail Transit had been bought overnight. Every share, every asset, every debt. You destroyed it yourself, Adrian said. I collected what was left. My father looked at me like I had betrayed him. I tried to save you, I said. Adrian placed a hand on my back. She did. Then he looked at me. Pack what you need. I didn't hesitate. Back in the diner, 4 years later, Lily was still holding his hand. You disappeared, I told him. I was making sure no one could hurt you again. And now they can't. He knelt in front of Lily. Maybe you weren't wrong, he said softly. Her face lit up. See, mommy. I laughed through tears. People see the ending. The headlines about how I became CEO after Adrian transferred majority ownership to me. The rebuilt towers, the charity events. They don't see the storage room. They don't hear my daughter crying in the dark. My father tried to return once the money was gone. I let him see Lily, but I never let him control us again. Adrian didn't save me because I was weak. He stepped in because we deserved better. Blood doesn't make a family. Choice does. The first time Lily called him daddy, he said she was wrong. Now, he doesn't correct her anymore.